So Chiron doesn't show up on the chart because and same is true for any of the other asteroids or other planetoids. If you have ever looked at the work of Kim Gold, and Kim Gold presented at our International Human Design Conference last year. She'll be back again at conference this year. So don't forget, those of you who are, well, all of you, you're in the membership, make sure you take advantage of your membership discount before it goes away and come see Kim at conference, because she does some really amazing work around asteroids and some of the outer planets that are in particular feminine in their definition. So it doesn't show up on the chart because it's an astrological influence, and it really didn't show up until 1978, and it's just sort of tradition that you don't put it in as definition in the chart, because it's really more of a flavor that's lent to the chart rather than definition in the chart. And that's probably the most complex answer I can give you. Not everybody looks at Chiron, and I do. And I didn't look at Chiron in the beginning of my career, but in the beginning of my career, a lot of the coaching that I was doing was with parents, in particular parents with children diagnosed with ADD, and in particular parents who had children with ADD who were homeschooling. And so, in astrology, we teach that, and Gloria Constantine is the expert on this in this classroom here. We teach that when a planet or a planetoid is discovered is when it actually starts to have influence in the chart. So Chiron as a planetoid or a smaller planet, depending on how you want to define it, because it was not discovered until 1978, it really doesn't impact us until 1978. For those of us who were born before 1978, your Chiron theme maybe kind of got activated in 1978, something to be mindful of. It is an energy that sort of coincidentally, timing wise, hits the timeline for what is sometimes referred to as indigo children, if you've ever heard that phrase.
Yeah.
And so children who are born 1978 and afterwards are considered children of the new millennium, if you will. And I do find, and part of why I started using it was that I found that parents were really struggling with their Chiron, and their children were really living it. They weren't struggling with it. And so really understanding for children, especially, or they're not children anymore now, they're like in their 30s, these kids, but really discovering and that are really looking at the generations who emerged post the discovery of Chiron are really living their Chiron purpose differently. Gloria's posting her brilliant wisdom in the chat. And that's a beautiful way of putting it. Of course, I knew you would add something to it. So Gloria says the discovery is a consonant with emergence into consciousness. The information is now available to evolve us and evolve through us. And certainly when I'm looking at younger people in particular, or young people in their 20s and 30s, I'm looking at their Chiron, because that also tells us a lot about their purpose. So